Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the 2014 Service Awards ceremony. Today marks the 41st year of honoring employees for their service to Cal Poly Pomona, and I thank you all for staying and attending. If you are a recipient of an award today and you haven't checked in, please do so at the back table at this time. Check-in will close in 5 minutes. I'm Penny Fody from the College of Agriculture and chair of this year's Service Award Committee, and I'm feeling very honored to be a part of putting this together. At this time, I would like to recognize the other staff members from Staff Council and some volunteers who have helped to make this event a success. First off, Sarah De La Pera of Animal and Veterinary Sciences, who stepped up and became my right arm to help me at the end here to get it together. And to Bernadette Jeffries of CMAS, taking the lead on the lineup. Bernadette's over there. And to some other individuals, to Sue Baird, Department of Philosophy, Maria Vaughn in the Department of Physics and Astronomy, Evelyn Garcia of Engineering, Deb Goman of the Registrar's Office, and Rudy Casillas and Robert Matranga, who we just pulled in at the last minute as they were walking by to me, attendants here to help us out. That was very special. They're not even on Staff Council, but they are now honorees in case they want it or not. But I also want to make a special announcement and thank Paul Hottinger, who without his attendance of going and getting me coffee, I couldn't be speaking. I would also like to thank Rachel Dominguez from the Reading, Advising, and Mentoring Program, also president of Staff Council. Gabrielle Miani of Bronco Copy and Mail for making a beautiful flyer, Ann McLaughlin and Foundation to prepare all those letters, Imran Hamid and his staff from INIT, Nora Fernandez with Foundation, Barb Bean in the Credit Union, and all those at ASI for their assistance in putting together the list of names. And a special acknowledgement to Jane Self for her acceptance of my constant interruptions of her days. Now I'd like to acknowledge and thank the following people in their departments: Dr. J. Michael Ortiz and his wonderful staff in the President's Office, University Payroll Services, Cal Poly Pomona Foundation, and Instructional and Information Technology. Without all of these departments and individuals, we would not be able to put this together. At this time, it gives me great pleasure to introduce Rachel Dominguez, President of Staff Council.
Well, good morning, everybody, and it's good to see all of you here today supporting those who will be receiving their award pins today. Some of you here for 10, 20, 25, 30, and so on. In most of President Ortiz's speeches that I've heard, he's always mentioned that staff and faculty are the glue to this community. And I really believe that's true, and it's evident by all of you here today. But along with acknowledging those who are stepping up today to receive these award pins, I'd also like to acknowledge all of you here today that are not, because you truly are the glue to this community, and you truly are appreciated. And so I'd like to give you a round of applause. I get so nervous when I'm up here. Okay. I would also like to give special thanks to Penny Fody. She did a fantastic job in putting this event together. And she did have a lot of help, but a lot of this she did on her own. And so, Penny, thank you so much. Now, before turning this back over to Penny to continue on with the awards, we have a special award to give out. And I would like to ask Rosie Passos, the VP of Staff Council, to help me with this. Over the past 11 years, President Ortiz has faithfully supported Staff Council with events such as Staff Appreciation Day, Staff Emeritus, Outstanding Staff, and so much more. He has supported Staff Council in their endeavors to enhance the recognition and the worth of each staff member here. And for this, we are truly grateful. Most of the E-Board would have liked to, for Staff Council, wanted to come up here, but because of time, we weren't able to do that. They all said, we want to give him a big pat on the back ourselves. So we kind of had to improvise. And so we have, Dr. Ortiz, can you come down, please? We have this very unique Staff Council shirt, and we've all given him a pat on the back.
It's a pat on the back of the shirt with the local hat.
And then Rosie has something for you also.
And this is a special gift in addition to that. This is, let me get over here. This. In appreciation of your continued support, you have helped us make a difference. Staff Council 2014. Thank you again, Dr. Ortiz.
And then I guess we're turning it over to Dr. Ortiz.
Oh, it's my turn now?
Yeah, it's your turn.
For those of you that know Penny, you know why she did such a great job. She's told us what to do for a long time. You've heard me say many, many times how I think the university is like the game of pickup sticks. And I think it's more so today than it ever has been. And that is, as every one of you is so important to what we do, as we draw those sticks out, it only takes one of you to really cause the whole mess to fall down. So the fact that we're together and we continue to stay on top and we're not falling down is because of the dedication that you have. I'll point out to Dr. Coley that you can see the 30-year-old, the 30 years, 35 years. One thing you have here is a dedicated faculty and staff. So we have a lot of people to recognize today. I'm really excited. I'm really proud. I couldn't have been prouder than when I got my own pin last year. So let the games begin. Thank you.
Thank you, Rachel and Dr. Ortiz. This ceremony began in 1973 and expresses the campus community's appreciation of its staff and faculty employees for their many years of service. Staff Council is privileged to conduct this ceremony to honor so many great individuals. In addition to the Service Award pin, each recipient receives a certificate from Cal Poly Pomona Foundation, which awards them $1 purchasing value on their Bronco ID card for each year of service. Thank you, Foundation, for your generous gift. Now, before we start with honoring our 35-year recipients, let us reflect on the statistics of the day. Today, we are honoring 219 of our fellow employees, each of whom has made a significant contribution to our university. This year, we have 10 employees with 35 years of service, 15 employees with 30 years of service, 37, 25 years, 24 employees with 20 years, and this one's a little scary, 73 employees with 15 years of service. 1999 must have been a banner year in hiring. 60 employees with 10 years service. This represents a total of 3,900 years of service to Cal Poly Pomona. Congratulations. I tried to reduce it down to days, weeks, and minutes, but my math is not that good. Okay, recipients to your right are three lovely ladies who will assist you, and a lovely gentleman too now. And be sure you have your index card with you when you come up on stage, and we need to have everybody in alphabetical order, so to assist you, we've got red numbers on your card. It's easier to figure out a numerical order than a alphabetical order. And we have to do this because it's imperative to assist in closed captioning. On the back of your cards is the number of years, just in case you don't remember how many years you've been here. So watch for when your year comes up so that we will have you line up as your years are approaching in. So At this time, let me introduce Ms. Sandy Davis, Staff Emeritus, formerly Executive Assistant in the President's Office. And her offspring, Mr. Eric Davis, Instructional Designer of e-learning. Together, they will be announcing our recipients' names and reading biographies for recipients with 30-plus years of service. Also on stage and helping with the presentation of pins is Dr. Michael Ortiz, University President, Dr. Martin Denboer, Provost and Vice President of Academic Affairs, Dr. Stephen Garcia, Vice President of Administrative Affairs and Chief Financial Officer. Long titles, what's with that? Mr. John McGuthrie, Vice President, Information Technology and CIO. Ms. Michelle Stoddard, Acting Vice President, University Advancement. Mr. Paul Story, Executive Director, Foundation Cal Poly Pomona. And Dr. Rebecca Keaton, Acting Vice President for Student Affairs. Thank you for your assistance. And so let us begin. So I see my 35-year people waiting anxiously to get on stage. So Dr. Ortiz, will you please join us for the presentation of the 35-year pins?
Introducing the recipients receiving their pin for 35 years of service.
Frank Barrow, Department of Mathematics and Statistics. Frank was born in Chicago, Illinois, where he lived for his first 9 years before moving to Southern California. While growing up in the cities of West Covina and Walnut, his family helped start the Barrow's Pizza restaurant business in the 1960s. Frank worked and flipped pizzas while attending Cal Poly Pomona, where he graduated with a Bachelor of Science degree in mathematics. 2 years later, he graduated from Claremont Graduate University with a master's degree in statistics. Within a few weeks after his graduation, he started teaching part-time in the Mathematics and Statistics department at Cal Poly, and 5 years later, he also taught in the Technology and Operations Management department. While still involved in the family business and teaching, Frank was able to co-publish 7 articles in various publications over his tenure at Cal Poly. Over the past 18 years, Frank has become a consultant in the credit union industry as well as the healthcare industry, where he is still actively consulting. Frank is proud of his wife, Darlene, and the proud father of his children, Derek, Jessica, and Brianna. He is also a proud grandfather of his grandson, Wesley, as well as a grandchild to be named later in March of 2015. Thank you, Frank, for 35 years.
Roger Bloomfield, Landscape Services. In Roger's words, and I quote, "Absolutely, 35 years is as much work as I want to do, so I guess I'll have to skate these last 3. Yeah. Since I recognize so many folks in the audience, you can appreciate that, yes, I did fall out of my tree, but landed on my feet, and they gave me these spiffy shoes to wear," unquote. Roger started his career with the United States Forest Service and California Division of Forestry and earned a degree in forestry technology. Merging into urban forestry and trimming Cal Poly trees was an easy transition for him. Roger and his lovely wife, Genevieve, plan on moving closer to big waves and piers shortly upon leaving here, when he will pursue life as a pretend book writer. Thank you, Roger, for 35 years of service.
Michael Brown, Biological Sciences. For 35 years, Mr. Michael Brown, curator of Biotrek and Instructional Support Technician 3 in the Biological Sciences Department, has given distinguished, expert, and selfless service to the Biological Sciences Department, College of Science, Cal Poly Pomona, the community served by Cal Poly Pomona, and California State University System. Mr. Brown's responsibilities include operating the Biotrek Rainforest and Ethnobotany Learning Centers, the Mesozoic Garden and Learning Center, and assisting with technology laboratories in the Biological Sciences Department. He has been instrumental in the design, creation, and implementation of all operational aspects of the Biotrek Learning Centers and provides educational tours to K-12 schools and community colleges. Mr. Brown is liked, admired, and respected by all of his faculty and staff colleagues, and he is a fantastic role model for the student assistants he supervises. He provides not only technical training to these students, but also mentors them to gain the necessary knowledge, skills, and work ethic deemed essential by potential employers. He has twice received the College of Science Outstanding Staff Award and is a recipient of the University Outstanding Staff Award. The faculty, staff, and students of the Biological Sciences Department are indeed fortunate to have the knowledge, expertise, passion, work ethic, and resourcefulness of Mr. Brown. Thank you, Michael Brown, for 35 years.
Terrence Fujimoto, Plant Sciences. Terry is the backbone of the College of Agriculture when it comes to issues and problems related to ornamental horticulture and hydroponics. During his 35-year career at Cal Poly, Terry has served on numerous department, college, and university committees. Terry was instrumental in getting the department's greenhouses up and running and was very involved in their design and functionality. Shortly thereafter, he started a hydroponics program growing tomatoes and a variety of vegetables. Thanks to Terry's interest in professional development and keeping up with the latest in technology, Cal Poly Pomona has become one of a few universities nationwide to teach undergraduates in hydroponic greenhouse production. When he isn't teaching or learning, Terry is advising the Los Robles Club, the oldest club on campus that is still active. He spends many hours participating in their fundraising activities, most notably and all weekend long at the Pumpkin Festival. We are fortunate to have Terry as part of the plant science family for so long and wish him much success in his retirement. Congratulations on 35 years.
David Mylander, Physics. Dave Mylander has commuted from Barstow to teach physics at Cal Poly Pomona for 3.5 decades. This long commute, up to 5.5 hours one way if there's snow on the path, caused him to be late by 1 minute for one of his classes during this time. Dave's only sick leave came after he was anesthetized for surgery. Having taught a full load during the academic year, and often in summers, Dave has helped more than 24,000 Cal Poly students learn physics and graded roughly 86,000 lab reports during his career. He estimates that he has written over 1,000 letters of recommendations for his students. Besides the full spectrum of lower division physics classes, Dave has also taught upper division physics courses in biophysics, applied optics and physical optics lab, and supervised student research projects in biophysics. While his grade distributions are at the department average, Dave's evaluations from both students and faculty have been stellar. We are fortunate to have him in our department and hope that he stays with us for many more years. Thank you, David Mylander, for 35 years.
Tuan Nguyen, Chemical and Materials Engineering. Dr. T.K. Nguyen is legendary among the chemical engineering alumni and students. He's taught over 40 different lecture and lab courses from freshman to graduate level since 1979. These courses were predominantly for chemical engineering students, although he's also taught courses for the engineering technology and mechanical engineering departments as well. TK, as he is affectionately called, has developed many laboratory experiments for freshmen, transport and unit operations lab, and lab manuals for these courses. He has prepared lecture notes in book form for many graduate courses and for undergraduate courses in transport phenomena, unit operations, thermodynamics, chemical reactor design, and process control courses. TK has written computer programs for students in the transport services such that each student has individualized problems to work on and also such that they get instant feedback from the program. TK has also developed many free computer programs to help students in solving chemical engineering problems. TK has served as faculty advisor for many engineering clinic projects. He also adopted innovative teaching methods like his development of clicker questions for classes. TK has been an asset to the department throughout his tenure. He has served on almost all the department committees and has mentored many faculty. His unselfish and humble nature in one so brilliant is truly remarkable. Thank you so much for 35 years of service.
David Patterson, Environmental Health and Safety. Cal Poly Pomona wishes to thank David for his 35 years of dedicated service. Thank you, David. No bio for this one.
Ann Stabilepsy, Theater and New Dance. Six deans and 3 presidents ago, Ann began her professional career at Cal Poly. She has presented countless original works, dance concerts, and creative projects. Each decade has a memorable highlight. In the 1980s, it was a modern dance with the Cal Poly football team. Really? Because Ann was tall, she got to be the referee. Her petite colleague was the football. This experience taught her the difference between dancers and football players. Dancers stop when and where they want. Football players need an object to stop them and tend to fall off stages. A timely sabbatical allowed postgraduate work in dance ethnology at UCLA. 2 special works of this period include Inside My Heart, a dance performed for thousands at the Autumn Persian Festival in Irvine, and a creative collaboration with North Indian dancer, I'm not sure if I pronounced this right, Vedavi Kumar, resulting in an evening-length fusion of modern and Kathak dance, enhanced by original music composed and recorded in India. Ann is writing 2 books on the history of world dance, Dancing Through the World Part 1, The Mediterranean, West Africa and the New World, and Dancing Through the World Part 2, The Pacific, Asia, and the Silk Road. She hopes to get them done in time for her 40-year pin. Thank you so much for 35 years of service.
Mark Van Dusen, Electrical and Computer Engineering. Cal Poly Pomona wishes to thank Mark for his 35 years of dedicated service. Thank you, Mark.
We will now be introducing the recipients receiving their pin for 30 years of service.
Edith Barona Castro. From the College of Extended University, Edith began working in the Office of Continuing Education at Cal Poly Pomona in 1984. Previously, Edith worked in the registration and handled various tasks, including reviewing student enrollment cards, setting up and maintaining grade report files, and conveying important information to students regarding registration policies and procedures. Later, Edith took part-time status as she continued supporting faculty, staff, and students. She worked on various programs, such as Open University and academic credit courses, external degree academic programs, aerospace engineering, MS in engineering and MS management post-command college program, the International Education Program, where she supported staff handling various tasks related to the program, now known as the Global Education Program, and professional development programs, where she recently did an excellent job of organizing and assisting staff with these programs. Edith's efforts are much appreciated by all, especially the program development team. Edith is blessed with a full life. She and her husband, Julio, raised 2 children, and she's a proud grandmother of 2. Throughout the years, she has shared many stories about all of them, especially the grandchildren who have brought her so much joy. Congratulations on your retirement, Edith. We will certainly miss you.
Farouk Darwish, Industrial and Manufacturing Engineering. Professor Farouk Darwish has served Cal Poly Pomona, the College of Engineering, and the Department of Industrial and Manufacturing Engineering for 30 years. That's 1984 through 2014, if you're counting. Dr. Darwish has more than 14 years of previous service as faculty of engineering at other universities, as well as experience of leadership in industry. Dr. Darwish has served as a member of the Academic Senate, served the university as a member of the URTPC, and chaired the College of Engineering RTPC, as well as the IME DRTP. Yeah. Period. And he coordinated the IME department effort for gaining accreditation for the manufacturing engineering program of the first 2 rounds, and he introduced the teaching of the theory of metalworking, robotics, and automation, and helped to set up the laboratory facilities to support those courses. He has served in numerous local and national organizations and has had a significant role in helping the revival of higher education in Iraq post-Saddam. He provided individually tailored advice and guidance to countless students and helped to promote interest in graduate studies and continuous professional development. He loved his students, valued and respected his colleagues, upheld high standards of hard work, dedication, friendship, and collegiality. Congratulations on 30 years of service.
Mike Esquivel, Kinesiology and Health Promotion. Mike came to Cal Poly Pomona to play football his junior year of college, transferring from Palomar Community College. At that time, President LaBounty was beginning his first year as president. He had the luxury of staying at the mansion in the guest house as part of his scholarship, but that was short-lived after a friendly get-together that got out of hand. All students, including Mike, were evicted from the guest house. His love for physical activity and sports led him to join the KHP equipment technician staff. Mike is loved by all he helps, everyone with everything with a smile. Let me try that again. Mike is loved by all as he helps everyone with everything with a smile. And how can I help you? He is a vital part of the department and also helps with the athletic teams. During his spare time, Mike works at the Coliseum Rose Bowl and Shrine Auditorium as a security guard. He enjoys meeting with famous broadcasters, sports celebrities, and movie stars. One year at the SAG Awards, he met a former teammate named Forrest Whitaker, winner of the Best Actor Award. He told his publicist that they were teammates at Cal Poly, and Forrest came over and shook Mike's hand and said, "It's been a long time." That's Mike, friendly and someone who is not forgotten. Thank you, Mike, for 30 years.
Janet Humble, College of Education and Integrative Studies credentials. Janet's employment with Cal Poly Pomona began in October 1983 in the Human Resources Department. After 2.5 years, she left on maternity leave and chose to stay home for a while. Janet returned to Cal Poly in 1987 as an employee in the College of Agriculture, Ornamental Horticulture Department. A year later, Janet accepted a position in the School of Education, now the College of Education and Integrative Studies. During her employment with the College of Education and Integrative Studies, she was promoted to Student Teacher Placement Coordinator. The primary purpose of this position is to ensure that each of our teacher credential candidates is appropriately placed in their credential setting with the appropriate cooperating teacher. This entails serving as a liaison between Cal Poly Pomona, students, and approximately 50 school districts and 136 elementary, middle, and high schools. Janet is responsible for monitoring and guiding each of the teacher candidates through their entire student teaching experience. This is a very challenging and unique position. Janet has been in this position for 26 years and continues to love the solution-finding nature of the job and especially the variety of people she works with. Congratulations on 30 years of service.
George Jones, Landscape Services. George started his career at Cal Poly Pomona in landscape services. He has seen many changes on campus. He has worked all areas of the campus at one time or another. He currently takes care of different areas, including the University Park, Music and Drama, Student Center, Bronco Commons, Men's Gym, athletic fields, and student housing, with the addition of the new recreational complex. George is a graduate of Mount Sac College with an Associate of Science degree in horticulture. George also has various certificates in the areas of insects, weeds and disease management, in addition to turf grass management. He also has a certificate in Toro integration and is a California certified nurseryman. George has been happily married to Marie for 29 years. When he eventually retires, he plans to move to Colorado, where he can enjoy the great weather and do lots of skiing, in addition to going to some of his beloved Denver Bronco games, as he is a die-hard fan. George has met many nice people on campus, and he has made many lasting friendships here. He would like to take this opportunity to thank Cal Poly for making these past 30 years of working here an enjoyable working experience. And we would like to thank you for 30 years, George.
Michael Keith, Chemistry. Dr. Michael Keith has provided exemplary service to Cal Poly Pomona students, the College of Science, and the Department of Chemistry and Biochemistry for 30 years. As an instructor, he teaches freshman chemistry, biochemistry, clinical chemistry, and graduate biochemistry courses. Volunteering to serve as associate chair for several years, he then stepped forward to serve as chair when asked. Dr. Keith guided our department through difficult economic times while maintaining a quality department. He guided many search committees for faculty and staff, has been a constant leader in advising first-time freshmen, transfer, and at-risk students, and was chosen as an outstanding advisor in the College of Science. After stepping down as chair, he continued to serve as department scheduler and chair of the advising committee. He generously offered his sage counsel in department affairs to subsequent chairs. He fosters a sense of departmental community by organizing retirement parties and serving as MC, honoring and roasting many senior faculty. Sounds like fun. He is appreciated for his quick wit and dry sense of humor. The chemistry and biochemistry department would not be as strong without Dr. Keith's dedication to its students, staff, and faculty. Congratulations, Dr. Keith, on 30 years of service.
Dorothy McNevin, Department of Education. Professor Dorothy McNevin, Chair of the Department of Education, including all credential and graduate programs, has a wealth of teaching and leadership experience across the country in K-12 and higher education. She earned a BA in philosophy from Whittier College, an MA in curriculum and instruction from University of New Mexico, Albuquerque, and a PhD in philosophical, historical, cultural, educational leadership foundations from University of Maryland. She has served in national and international professional leadership capacities and at district state levels on curriculum, assessment, and accreditation initiatives. She served 4 years as University Director of the Mentoring Program and is currently on the Academic Senate Executive Committee. She has been honored numerous times for publications of scholarly books on social historical foundations of education's perspectives on culture, equity, and access within the American pluralistic political context, philosophical, moral, and ethical issues in education, mentoring, and pedagogical models of literacy, including original poetry. She received leadership awards for innovative work with the diverse populations, incarcerated youths, students with special needs, gifted students, educators, administrators, and military officers. She has received millions of dollars of grant funding for educational endeavors. She is co-director of the EDD in Educational Leadership Program, where she pioneered in helping to develop. Thank you, Dorothy McNevin, for 30 years.
Rhonda Ostrowski, College of Agriculture. Rhonda began her career at Cal Poly Pomona in the financial aid office, where she worked for 11 years. In 1995, she joined the College of Agriculture, where she has been playing a crucial role in the area of student recruitment and retention. Rhonda developed and maintains an outstanding first-year experience program along with state-of-the-art peer advising and peer ambassador programs. Most recently, she has added advising to the list of the services she provides so well to our students. Rhonda was responsible for the first college website as well. She developed and continues an e-newsletter for our students called Ag Bites. She also coordinates the annual college-wide open house. Rhonda has the ability to anticipate needs of our college and of our students, and she has the capability to put programs into place that are timely and innovative. Rhonda is a true professional who is always one step ahead of things. She is someone to count on, and the College of Agriculture is extremely grateful for all her efforts. Thank you, Rhonda.
Karen Romo, Custodial Services. Cal Poly Pomona wishes to thank Karen for her 30 years of dedicated service. Thank you.
Susan Siao, Psychology and Sociology. Dr. Susan Siao's service to the department, the college, and the university over the last 30 years has been extensive and energetic. Over the years, she has been involved in most of the department's committees and has taken leadership roles in many of them. Last year, she served on the university RTP committee. She's also engaged in several different student clubs, serving as their faculty advisor, and is thus a strong student advocate. Her specialty is child psychology, and she teaches many of our courses in developmental psychology at both the graduate and undergraduate levels, as well as Introduction to Psychology and Senior Seminar. In addition to her research in the field of child psychology, she's investigated topics related to the scholarship of teaching, including methods of instruction and perceptions of academic dishonesty. Dr. Siao is a terrific colleague, both personally and professionally. She cares about students, staff, and faculty alike, and she continually reaches out to help them. The Psychology and Sociology Department, as well as the college and university, have benefited greatly from her many contributions, and we hope that she will remain at Cal Poly Pomona for the next 30 years. Thank you so much. Dr. Denboer, please join us for the 25-year pins. Congratulations to all the 30-year award recipients.
Magdalena Ailman, Foundation Kellogg West.
Humberto Arias, Custodial and Recycling Services.
N.T. Balakrishnan.
Felix Barreto, Urban and Regional Planning.
Lucy Breza, Accounting.
Sharon Cruz, College of Science.
Cora Kulya, Associated Students Incorporated.
Elaine Doherty, Kinesiology and Health Promotion.
Emma Gibson, Library.
D.S. Gill, Mathematics and Statistics.
Jose Guerrero, Housing Custodial.
Mahmoud Ibrahim, History.
Dennis Jacobson, Department of Education.
Rebecca Keaton, Acting Vice President, Student Affairs.
John Knox, Technology and Operations Management.
Hovig Krikorian, College of the Extended University.
Samira Mata, English and Foreign Languages.
Jonathan Nurse, Geological Sciences.
Jesse Keyrose, Landscape Services.
Abdul Sadat, Industrial and Manufacturing Engineering.
Mei Tang, IT at CPP.
Margel Torrance, Electrical and Computing Engineering.
Pearl Vigors, Biological Sciences.
Tiva White, Financial Aid and Scholarship Office. Dr. Garcia, please join us for presenting the 20-year PIN Awards.
Anna Austin, Finance, Real Estate, and Law.
Sonia Campos, Athletics.
Joanne Casey, Foundation Dining Services.
Sylvain Castel de Oro, English and Foreign Languages.
Joseph Geldenik, Electrical and Computer Engineering.
Ruth Guthrie, Computer Information Systems.
Debbie Jankley, Student Health and Counseling Services.
Ellen Patterson Giardino, University Ombuds Office.
Anna Line, Student Health and Counseling Services.
Haiming Liu, Ethnic and Women's Studies.
Jeffrey Mio, Psychology and Sociology.
Cordelia Ontiveros, College of Engineering.
Brian Shields, Physics.
Gwen Uri, Urban and Regional Planning.
Betty Wu, Instructional and Information Technology.
Wei-Chin Shea, Mathematics and Statistics. Yes. John McGuthrie, please join us for presenting the 15-year pins.
Melissa Aaron, English and Foreign Languages.
Jeannie Almaraz, Management and Human Resources.
Mary Alvarez Garcia, Upward Bound Math Science Program.
Kevin Anderson, Mechanical Engineering.
Samir Ons, Chemistry.
Laveda Austin, University Ombuds.
Sam Berry, Housing Custodial Services.
Carol Couchman, Campus Center Marketplace.
Kevin Davis, College of Business Administration.
Rachel Dominguez, Reading, Advising, and Mentor Program.
David Drivdahl, System and Data Center.
Cynthia Geary, Department of Education.
Isela Gomez, Library.
Terry Gomez, Ethnic and Women's Studies.
Susan Honkoski, Rideshare Office.
Sherry Kerber, Associated Students Incorporated.
Teresa Kelly, Music.
Christopher King Foundation.
Nancy Kitamura, Human Resources.
Robert Landon, Landscape Services.
Laura Lee, International Programs.
Joan Leong, Biological Sciences.
Leanne Ma, IT at CPP.
Maria Mancia, Office of the AVP for Student Services.
Rose Martin, Accounting.
Dana Martin, Office of Admissions and Outreach.
Laura Martinez, College of the Extended University.
And joining us to present the second half of the 15-year presentation of pins is Michelle Stoddard. Changing of the guard.
Jose Mata, Landscape Services.
Andrea Metzger, Kinesiology and Health Promotion.
Phyllis Nelson, Electrical and Computer Engineering.
Dennis Quinn, Interdisciplinary General Education.
Stephen Quintero, College of Engineering.
David Razzo, Registrar's Department.
Melissa Riordan, University Advancement.
Maria Ruiz, Student Support Equity Programs.
Isabel Sam, Registrar's Office.
Elizabeth Sampson, Office of Admissions and Outreach.
Debbie Scheider, Regenerative Studies Center.
Nancy Schroyer, Accounting Services.
Linda Wilson, Office of Admission and Outreach.
Joyce Chong, Internal Auditor.
Lisa Wang, Civil Engineering.
Soya Wong, History.
Adeline Yoshikoya, Student Affairs.
Now, Mr. Paul Story, if you could join us for presenting the 10-year PIN Awards, 10 years.
Carolyn Aguilar, Parking Services.
Jennifer Alarcon, Student Support Equity Programs.
James Alderson, Animal Sciences.
Elena Ailman, Vice President, Student Affairs Office.
Kasam Allah Matiomed, Communication.
Michael Bandoni, College of Education and Integrative Studies.
Daisy Batters, Facilities Management, Custodial Services.
Maria Bullard, Diversity and Compliance.
Sandra Kane, Foundation, Dining Services.
Martha Dialba, Foundation.
Susie Diaz, Financial Aid and Scholarship Office.
Suzanne Donnelly, Bronco Bookstore.
Richard Farmer, Landscape Services.
Kristin Funatsu, Upward Bound Programs.
Cynthia Greco, Learning Resource Center.
Sydney Griffith, Mathematics and Statistics.
Rita Kumar, Technology and Operations Management.
Joining us to present the second half of the 10-year presentation of PINS is Dr. Rebecca Keaton.
Jose Lozano, Registrar's Office.
Maria Martinez, Registrar's Office.
Cody Medina, Foundation Dining Services.
Michael Miller, Center for Community Engagement and Music Department.
Alexander Ortenberg, Architecture.
Allison Perlman, Art Department.
David Casada, Associated Students Incorporated.
Michelle Rash, Animal Sciences.
Scott Rudolph, Collins College of Hospitality Management.
Jose Salcido, Upward Bound Program.
Corey Snyder, Kellogg West Catering.
Daisy Thompson, Student Affairs.
Michelle Stoddard, University Advancement.
Lakeisha Torrance, Disability Resource Center.
Hubertus von Bremen, Mathematics and Statistics.
And my speech is over there. I don't need any speech to finish this off. Thank you very much for being here, Thank you to everybody on stage for helping to participate and make this such a successful event. Thank you for all of the staff council volunteers. Now, you have to go to work. I'm sorry. Thank you.
I think this will be my last year, so trying to figure
I think
out somebody else.
I only butchered one name, so.
Oh, you did good. No, I thought you did amazing. Yay for us.
Yes.
Oh, darn, I forgot. Hey, how are we doing? Huh?